What if I told you only 2% of people think in a way that completely changes their lives? Psychology says their secret isn't higher IQ, it's a different mindset. Most people react automatically. They let emotions decide before logic even gets a chance. But a tiny group does something different. They pause before making a decision. Psychologists call this the pause effect. Just a few seconds can completely change your choices. Before we continue, ask yourself one question. Do you react or do you think first? Imagine receiving criticism. Most people instantly feel attacked. Their brain treats words like danger. The 2% notice the emotion, but they don't obey it. They observe it first. This simple habit activates the thinking part of the brain instead of the survival part. That's why emotionally intelligent people often appear calmer during stressful situations. So here's today's challenge. The next time something upsets you, pause for just 3 seconds before responding. Here's something surprising. Your brain isn't designed to find the truth first. It's designed to keep you safe and protect what you already believe. That's why changing your mind often feels uncomfortable, even when the evidence is clear. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Most people naturally search for opinions that agree with them while quietly ignoring information that challenges their thinking. It happens every single day. The top 2% do something different. Instead of asking, "Who agrees with me?" they ask, "What if I'm missing something?" That single question opens the door to better decisions. Think about the smartest people you've met. They don't fear being wrong. They see every mistake as new information. That's why they continue improving while others stay stuck. So here's a simple challenge. The next time someone disagrees with you, don't defend your opinion immediately. Ask one honest question first. You might discover something your brain almost ignored. Have you ever made a small mistake and felt like everyone noticed? Maybe you stumbled over your words, spilled a drink, or sent an embarrassing message. Your heart raced because it felt like every eye in the room was on you. But psychology tells a very different story. This is called the spotlight effect. Your brain creates the illusion that you're standing under a bright spotlight, making every mistake feel huge. In reality, most people are too busy thinking about themselves to notice yours. Researchers have tested this many times. Participants believed everyone remembered their embarrassing moments. Later, almost no one could even describe what had happened. The fear felt real, but it wasn't. The top 2% understand this mental trick. Instead of worrying about being judged, they focus on learning, improving, and moving forward. Their energy goes into growth, not imaginary attention. So, the next time you make a mistake, remember this. People are usually thinking about their own lives, not yours. Free yourself from the imaginary spotlight, and you'll discover a confidence that most people never experience. Imagine someone gives you $100. A minute later, they take it back. Now imagine you never received it at all. The ending is exactly the same, but your emotions are completely different. Why does your brain react this way? Psychologists call this loss aversion. Losing something usually feels much more painful than the happiness of gaining the exact same thing. Your brain treats losses as urgent threats that deserve immediate attention. This is why many people stay in jobs they dislike, avoid starting businesses, or never chase their biggest dreams. The fear of losing what they already have often feels stronger than the possibility of creating something better. The top 2% don't ignore fear. Instead, they ask a different question. What will I lose if I never try? Suddenly, the cost of doing nothing becomes impossible to ignore. Here's your challenge. Think about one opportunity you've been avoiding because you're afraid to lose. Now ask yourself a better question. What might I lose by staying exactly where I am? That single question can change your future. Imagine you have two choices. You can enjoy one small reward right now, or wait a little longer for something much bigger. Most people know the better answer, but when the moment arrives, emotions often beat logic. Psychologists call this delayed gratification. It's the ability to resist a small, immediate reward in order to gain a much greater reward in the future. This simple habit influences success in school, business, health, and relationships. Think about saving money instead of buying everything you want today. Think about exercising instead of skipping another workout. Every small decision becomes a vote for the person you'll become tomorrow. The top 2% understand that success rarely comes from one giant decision. It comes from hundreds of tiny choices made consistently, especially when nobody is watching. Discipline quietly builds the future they want. Here's today's challenge. Before making your next decision, ask ask yourself one simple question. Am I choosing what feels good today, or what will make my future self grateful? Your answer reveals the direction of your life.